Hello, I'm live on the air. Welcome to this challenge. Still trying to figure out this new YouTube/webcam. Don't know if you can invite people or send a link. Apparently, this is the new thing because they're saying the Google Hangouts on air is going away. So they say as a replacement, use this. Okay. All right. Okay. Didn't mean to click that. Okay, so here it is saying you can look at the chat. Drinking a Bush beer, watching. Thanks, Tyler. I bought natural ice today. I got a good deal because I got two 15 packs, $7.99 a 15 packs. So good price, huh? $15.98 for a 30 pack. That's not bad in Louisiana. It might be bad in Chicago. All right, but anyway, so this format here, I don't know what you can see. I'm looking at the camera like up there. And it's got live. It's been on for 1 minute and 13 seconds. It's got 4 people watching. It tells you you got, I don't know, a thumb, that many thumbs up, or whatever that means. The microphone. Send feedback. Okay, so I'm going to try to use this. I'll have to use it if this is the only way to do Hangouts coming up. So I got Bacardi Superior. Well, you know, this is like the most popular rum in the world, right? I don't mean this particular one, the silver, although it probably is. They make the gold, they make the black, they make the añejo, that's the age, all the other ones. So this is like $14 around here. John Neely says way cheaper where he lives. But he said he mostly gets the plastic bottles. I've seen those actually, called travel bottles. Good idea because they won't shatter like these, not as easily at least. But so all right, it tasted really good. First white rum I ever tried. Silver rum, white rum, clear. Really a clear rum. It's not white or silver. It's clear, but sounds better to call it silver or white than clear. It's a kind of a greenish bottle. You can look, you can clearly see it's a green glass. John Neely was like, I'm not noticing that. I said, look at it carefully under the light. Now I'm looking at this under the light. It's not green. It's a clear glass. Now Castillo, the Castillo. Oh, damn. Excuse me. I thought I had the empty glass. So hold on a moment. Yeah. I thought I had the clear glass when I tipped it. People say you go live and you make all these mistakes. I know that's why. See why people don't like to go live? See what can happen? And I always plan them nice, and I think it's going to turn out so well, and then these things happen. Hey, I didn't buy this rum so I could dump it out. Golly gee. Okay, well, that was unfortunate. All right, we'll try this again. I don't have my glass on. Looks good, Jay. As good as always. Oh, thank you, Tyler. That's a good price for natural ice. I know. Subject Zero, it is really. Have you been drinking a lot of Ron Rio? Haha, no. I tried it that one day, and that stuff tasted so bad. I told my sister that this afternoon. I said, I tried a rum, and it really did taste like whatever she was saying, paint. Something about paint. I said, this really did taste like paint. She said, well, who would drink that? I said, I don't know. It's, but I bought it, you know, I couldn't believe it. All right, now back to, yeah, I know Ron Rio's coming up. That's the problem. The good thing, I was able to tolerate it. The bad thing is I still got more of it, and a lot of it. I was trying to look at the label at the bottom of the glass, and then I tipped it over. I was like, fool, you had 4. All right, so I'll be right there. Let's finish the cleanup. Got a little bit to do here, and then it'll be on track. And I'm supposed to be watching a baseball game. Then I was talking to my daughter on the phone, and then that made things go long. By golly, if that hadn't happened, I mean, I was glad I talked to her, but if that hadn't happened, I'd have done this 25 minutes ago. All right. All right. I think it's sort of in place now. I got to stop doing these live hangouts, man. There's just too much trepidation. That doesn't even make sense. Too much, I should say, potential for disasters. All right. Well, I won't have to worry about the appearance, right? Since they're both clear, just mix them up pretty well. Now the Bacardi, the Castillo Gold, that was a strange tasting rum, and it's never not been strange. Like I keep drinking it and it keeps being strange. And they were telling me at the grocery store, this stuff's really popular. We sell a lot of Castillo. And I'm thinking, like, why? Why do people buy that? But the white, the clear, the silver, whatever you call it, that seems to be even more popular than the gold. Then they got the Castillo spiced. That looks like it's selling okay. They got the Castillo 151, but I don't really see that around. All right. So I'll try to calm down, try to get it together. My glasses. I can see without them. I don't need to see anything. All right. It spells. Okay, it spells. It smells like a spicy. It's strange, you know, these clear rums, you wouldn't think they would smell like anything. You would say, it's just going to be neutral. But they aren't neutral. It's like a spicy, pungent nose full of sugary, like a molasses derivative thing. We said, well, that's what it is. It's made from molasses. I know, but I didn't know what to expect. I never had a white rum, so I really didn't know what to expect. But I'm liking it. Right? Like I really like the golds. I love the black rums. Because anything richer and darker and heavier, I like more, you know. But these are really good. What is that? Is that the Bacardi? I don't know. Now, there's no way. You would never confuse Bacardi Gold with Castillo Gold. How you would ever confuse those two, I don't know. Now, you saw this morning was a disastrous taste challenge. A nightmare. You say, what'd you do? Spill stuff? I didn't spill anything. Oh, I was talking a lot, but that's nothing new. But I got Jack Daniels confused with Tom Sims bourbon of all things. You say Tom Sims, I never heard of that. Or you might say Tom Sims, isn't that cheap stuff that I see around? Yeah, it's from Heaven Hill. It is straight whiskey though. It's straight bourbon whiskey. It's not some blended stuff with cheap added things. It's straight bourbon. You can get inexpensive straight bourbon. But I'm over there thinking, oh, this is not going to be any kind of challenge. What kind of joke is this? So I mixed them up so good. I'm telling you, I didn't cheat. I mixed them up. Why would I cheat? Like, why would I try to make myself look stupid? So I mixed them up, and I was sniffing it, and I tasted them. And I was like, oh, this is clearly Jack Daniels. Clearly Jack Daniels. It's so much richer and smokier, and the char and the wood. And I went on and on. You know, I'm just like, I said, well, this was easy. You know, there was nothing to this. So then I look at the label just because I wanted to finish it off, and I'm like, I just couldn't believe it. I never dreamed I'm seeing TS. I say, TS, that's Tom Sims. That's not JD. I couldn't believe it. I was so embarrassed. Like I said, oh, but intrigued because now I'm thinking, what's going to happen Thursday morning? Am I going to get them mixed up again? But you see, I forgot my telltale sign. See, I tell myself, remember, the Jack Daniels tastes like corn grits. You think you're drinking a bowl of corn grits. What is so corny? What is so corny? The Jack Daniels, like a bowl of Quaker grits. And I had forgotten about that. So then I was thinking, you got to remember that. But you wouldn't think, you just wouldn't imagine that something so inexpensive could have such a rich, deep barrel char and all of that. So that's what got me so confused about the Tom Sims. So could this happen? Well, I wouldn't be as shocked, you see, because Castillo is a Bacardi brand. Doesn't have an age statement. I don't know if it's aged at all. But you figure it's coming from Bacardi, so you know it could have a lot of quality control, benefits, and all of this. Of course, Tom Sims is coming from Heaven Hill. Heaven Hill is no joke. They make some really good stuff like Elijah Craig and Old Fitzgerald and a whole lot more. You could spend a whole lot of your money buying Heaven Hill brands. Or on the other hand, you could spend a very little bit of money and buy a whole bunch of Heaven Hill that's, you know, cheap junk. But but that was not the case this morning. All right, on with this. So this would not upset me as much because I thought Castillo Gold was pretty dynamite right off the bat. Castillo Silver. The gold was bizarre. The silver. Okay, here we go. The aroma here is subdued relative to what's over here. But they have breathed a bit. They have breathed, so they both kind of have lost it. So let's see here. The aroma has faded. These things will do that. You pour it in the glass and you're saying, whoa, it's really strong. And then if you talk and run your mouth, and it'll die down. I don't say they go flat. It's just the nose dissipates some kind of way. I don't know the science behind it. Well, it's rich. It's sugary. It's somewhat like candy, like if you went to the fair, you know, the county fair, or in our case, the parish fair. We have a parish fair, which loses money every year, which begs the question, why have it? One of the council members said, why are we having this fair? We lose $200,000. Well, what's the purpose of this fair? And I was thinking, right on, brother. Now that one is not as, hold on my phone. That one is not as, that one is not as rich. There's my friend David calling me about a car, so try to help him out. It seems a little subdued. So I'm thinking if it's subdued and a little, if you want to say duller, candy, yes. Parish or county fair candy, yeah, all that, but subdued. So I'm thinking it must be the Castillo. But I've learned my lesson over the years, over the months. What's good about Bacardi? Everything. And my friend David, who just sent me the message, was saying, oh, Bacardi. What do you say? That's a high school drink. I'm looking at him quizzically like, what are you talking about? He said, well, we used to drink that in the parking lot at high school. I don't know what they did. A lot of bad things went on in the parking lot at high school where I went. But I didn't get involved in that myself. And that's the truth. I wasn't into drinking. To me, when I was in high school, I thought all this drinking and all that, it's like a bad idea. I thought this could lead to really bad problems in your young adulthood. You say, oh, you were wise as a child. I wasn't wise. not really too much. But to me, drugs, alcohol, cigarettes, all that, I thought, I don't think that's a good idea. And I would watch other people, and I would see the results, and I would think, not a good idea. And I was right. And I was always right. I was always right about that. So but to say Bacardi is a high school drink, I think it's a pretty well respected product around the world. What I like about this hangout, now the bad thing is you might not be able to invite guests, which could blow up a lot of the hangout ideas. The good thing about it is you can watch it, and then it shows the chat right there. You don't have to like go look at you don't have to like mute your video and look at your video over there while you're doing your hangout here. You know what I'm saying? It's like all coordinated. It shows you how many people are watching and all this. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing. And then if we can invite guests, it'll be perfect because you could do it all. It's all in one package. The Castillo's fine. You get a little charred oak, actually. Light body. Good flavor. Nothing strange or unusual like the gold. I'm starting to like the Bacardi, the Castillo Gold a little more than at first. I was a little shocked at first. The Bacardi, I'm assuming this is Bacardi. Little bit richer. More wood. More charred wood. They filter it through charcoal a lot of times, and it's a secret blend of charcoals. They'll never let you know what it is. You'll never find out. Somebody told me, oh, Castillo's just what they put out when the Bacardi goes bad or something. But I don't believe it because it doesn't taste like it's like off. I just think it's a cheaper product. They use more inexpensive sugars and molasses, probably a less complex charcoal filtering, less of a lineup. It's probably not aged, so I don't think it's like bad Bacardi, you know what I mean? Okay, so I want to apologize. Sorry for the mishaps at the beginning. But when you go on live, how you know you're not going to spill something? You just don't know. You try to be careful, right? And then you don't know somebody's going to start calling you. It's a real hassle, but it's convenient in some ways, and it's a hassle in others. It's bad for the viewers, right? But golly gee, I watch enough live hangouts. I usually watch live hangouts recorded, though, and then I fast forward to the good parts. I swear, that's the truth. I don't watch the whole thing. I violate my own protocol, but I encourage people to violate that protocol because, you can edit your own viewership. You know what I'm saying? Like you watch a 30-minute or an hour video, and you just say, "Oh, I ain't watching all that." Just go to the part you want to watch. It's not difficult. Okay, well, I'm going to say this is Bacardi. Is it way better? No. Here's the rub on this. Here's the rub. The Castillo is $7.99 for a liter, 1,000 milliliters, all right? That Bacardi was $12.99 for $7.50. Now, I don't know about you, but I would rather pay $7.99 for 1,000 milliliters than pay $12.99 for $7.50. You know what I mean? I think you're in agreement. That's assuming that they're comparable. Are these comparable? Yes. Are they identical? No, they're not. But is this one here way, way better than that one? No, it isn't. And I think when we take price into consideration, and people will tell me on a review, never bring price into a review. You should never do that. I disagree with that because you're buying the product. What are these reviews? They're consumer products. We're reviewing products that people buy. Like, why wouldn't you bring in price? It's not like everybody's out there and people are just running around saying, "Oh, would you like some Johnny Walker Blue Label? It's $2.50 a bottle minimum, but I'm just going to give it to you." That's not happening. You have to buy the product. So of course, I would always bring in price. I think you should. Yeah, you could theoretically separate price from evaluations of quality. All right, fine. I mean, I can realize how that works, or do realize how it works. But in a practical sense, people have to buy the product. So why wouldn't you bring up price? I mean, I know I would. I do every day. I buy products. Why do you think I bought the natural ice? Well, of course I bought it because it was $15.98 for the 30 pack. I think this is the Bacardi, but I still would buy the Castillo. You can save a lot of money, and it's an enjoyable rum. So I hope it's Bacardi. Holy smokes, it's Castillo. This has happened twice in one day. This should not happen. Wow. Well, that really bolsters what I was saying, though, because I was talking about how this had a more pungent aroma, a stronger aroma, more wood, more char. But it's the Castillo. Oh, well, Bacardi Limited. You know, what's going on around here? But I bet you at least once a week somebody will tell me on comments, well, just to let you know, I like Keystone Light better than stinking Coors Light, and it's half the price. Well, maybe it's 30% cheaper. And I tell them, I say, well, they're not the same. So if you believe that theory that they're the same beers, give that theory up. They're not. They're not the same. However, if you gave me the choice, would I rather buy Coors Light or Keystone Light, and you gave me 100 chances, I would buy the Keystone 100 out of 100 times, because it's not the same as Coors Light, but it's dang good for a light beer. It's high quality, and it's a perfect trade-off. You're getting practically all the benefits of Coors Light. I know it's not cold filtered. I know it's, but by golly, it's a fine mass-produced beer. And it's the same case with the Castillo Silver. I couldn't tell them apart. In fact, I got them mixed up. And the Castillo Silver is well, we have to say it's a perfect product. How else could you describe it? It's got all the things you're looking for in a silver rum, white rum, clear rum. There's no downside. No, it's not a beautiful bottle like the Bacardi. It's not embossed. Doesn't have, it is a metal cap at least. It's kind of plain Jane. It's sort of commodity product, you know what I mean? Like, it's bland, it's dull, it's got a nice little map of the Caribbean. I don't think too many people that buy rum care about a map of the Caribbean islands, but it's just not much going for it. It's nice. I'm not criticizing it. I'm not. I swear I'm not. I'm just saying it's kind of, dull. The Bacardi is, beautiful. It's like one of the best, most iconic. It's really one of the best looking liquor labels on the planet, really. Look at that fantastic label. It's just beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. But then, of course, now you're paying quite a bit more per ounce. It's your money. Do it if you want. But in my estimation, from this, of course, you have to replicate. Really, you'd want to do it 5 times. But I'm not going to do that because there's no time. There's no ability to do it. I'd have to live 1,000 years, and on a great big clipper ship, sail the seas and, all that. But on this spot taste challenge, on the fly, kind of done thing, the Castillo Gold is really doing well. And it has won awards. You can go ahead and do your own research. San Francisco World Spirits Competition. It's won awards. So there you go. Does a budget brand always win out? No. Probably doesn't usually win out. But can a budget or value price brand be a winner? Yes. This morning proved that, and this evening is proving that. So would I recommend both rums? I would highly recommend both. I wouldn't hesitate to buy either. Tomato, tomato. But when price is considered, and really overall flavor, I have to be honest about that. I would say the Castillo, which I know it seems shocking, would win. No, I'm sorry. But either way it goes, Bacardi doesn't lose, right? How do they lose? If you buy Castillo, they're getting you money. If you buy Bacardi, they're getting you money, right? So these companies know what they're doing. They're putting high in, medium in, middle, low in, and then the lowest of the low, and they're making money. Why would anyone drink Coors? And here's the comment. Subject Zero says, why would anyone drink Coors Light instead of High Life? Well, I mean, I don't know. Maybe they prefer Coors Light. I mean, I wouldn't. If you said, what would you rather drink, Coors Light or Miller High Life? Obviously, I would pick Miller High Life every time. But it's a fuller body beer, But what would I rather drink, Miller High Life or Coors Banquet? Oh, well, now you see, now the question becomes much more problematic. I would buy the Coors Banquet because over here in this town, I can buy a 6-pack of Coors Banquet pint cans for cheaper than Miller High Life. As bizarre as that sounds, it seems unthinkable, but it's true. I would buy Bud Ice. I would buy Steel Reserve 6%, not that 8% treachery. I can get these beers, a 6-pack of pint cans, we're talking about the tall cans, for $4.28, plus tax, which here the taxes aren't too bad. So, by golly, I mean, why wouldn't I buy those? So here we go. All right, that's it. Let's wrap it up. I'm gonna go lay down and watch baseball. I go to sleep so early. Y'all know I go to sleep early because people say, like Tyler, he said, you're up kind of early this morning. I was on Facebook at 4 a.m. I said, yeah, that's no joke. I'll try to watch all the Major League Baseball highlights. So the next rum taste challenge is going to be Bacardi versus I believe it's Skull. Yeah, I think. I can't remember. One of those. That'll be a little bit more of a contest, I do believe. Robert Browning. Now, Robert always has interesting comments because he worked in the industry. He says, Ron Castillo is excellent, bar rum the best. Castillo and Bacardi are very similar. Bacardi is just a little better. Yeah, I thought Bacardi was a little better too until it did the blind taste test and I couldn't tell them apart. And in fact, I got it wrong. So that's got me even more intrigued. But like you're saying, I think Ron Castillo is probably the most popular bar rum in the world or in America. I bet you if you went to any bar in the United States, you looked over, you just talking to the bartender. Don't be too obvious. They'll get paranoid. Just glance over there and you say, oh yeah, Castillo. There you go. You know what I mean? Just like when I go to these bars in New Orleans, I'll be like, hold up. Won't be Taka vodka. It'll be Crown Rus vodka. I say, oh, look at that, Crown Rus vodka. How about that? Ron Rio, Subject Zero. You're just not going to drop Ron Rio, are you? I can't wait for that taste challenge. That's going to be, Ron Rio. Oh, I can't believe it. All right. So anyway, we got a lot of, how many do we have? A lot. We got a lot of rum taste challenges coming up. Get ready, folks. It's going to be crazy. Okay. So, Castillo. I love that little sandpaper finish, but oh, wow. What a winner. What a winner. Castillo Silver. What a great rum. I mean, it's really battling. I mean, this is a fantastic. That was one of the best purchases I've ever made in my life. $7.99 for 1,000 milliliters. Can't get over it. Fabulous. All right, thanks for watching this video production. Are you sure you want to end your stream? It's asking me. You can hit not yet or in. You see, that's a new option. Used to be if you hit it, you screwed up, it's over. But I'm ending it. Thank you.